Hello! And remember, even Hitler could use an oven.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, of course I click something and I break everything as soon as we... Nope, I fixed it.
So, yes, Katawa Shoujo. Let's continue.
Welcome and let's continue. Last time, I don't fucking want to...
We don't do recaps.
We posted on YouTube. Go check fucking YouTube. Fictional fucking humans. We have the fucking worst outro. Just do that! I'm angry today. So, even her walking speed is more like a jog, making me almost have a heart failure again. Fuck you, Emmy. The stairs slow down.
You have salt towards Emmy. Emmy's great.
Emmy is great. But part of me doesn't want to die. And if we go for Emmy, we're gonna die. So the stairs slow Emmy down a little bit. Maybe it's hard to climb with her legs, or maybe she's finally run out of breath. I'd take the latter because she has metallic legs. That, freak of nature. Insert joke about here being offensive. I'm trying hard today.
Yeah, you aren't.
We go all the way back to the 3rd floor, to the seniors' hallway, ending up where I left 5 minutes ago. I could just as well have stayed here and waited for Emmy, had I known.
So are you... Is Rin working on the mural still?
That's right. She needs all kind of paints and brushes and stuff. So I went to get them from the art classroom.
And you needed me to help with that?
Well, Rin told me you already helped her, so I thought you wouldn't mind.
I see.
Why did you have to drag him upstairs, though? You could just be like, yeah, wait by Rin, I'm grabbing supplies. You lonely thirsty mother ducker.
Because she wants to drag us to the crowd.
So thanks to Emmy's flaky logic, I'm here again, collecting stuff from the art classroom for other people. Maybe I want to become an artist. Why do people never think about me? I'm the main character. The room is empty apart from ourselves, and the lonely specks of dust floating in the air. Emmy skips straight away to the back wall, digging out tiny crumbled pieces of paper from her pocket. While she tries to make sense of the scrawled handwriting, I take a closer look at the materials lying here. Dozens of paint cans and bottles are arranged on shelves in a more unorganized fashion. Some look like they have been left here for several decades, relics of previous art generations. Next to the heavy stacks of neatly piled drawing papers are boxes full of different sized brushes and unsorted crayons. The smell of paint. Why do I imagine Why do I imagine Hisao just like eating crayons now? Like, my vision of Hisao isn't good. I just imagine him like sniffing paint and eating crayons as Emmy's grabbing stuff. Hisao! That's not good for your heart! Emmy studies her notes, comparing them to markings of variant paint cans, and passes them to me as she finds correct matches. She stretches her neck to look at the topmost shelf, but she's not quite tall enough, I think. Her eyes level stays below the shelf no matter what she does. Emmy gives up and just looks up the shelf longingly, like a child at a toy store, huffing in annoyance. After a moment of building anger, she starts jumping up and down, apparently trying to speed read the labels. During the fraction of a second, she can see them and catch what she can. It's no surprise that she fails miserably, and almost manages to bring the entire shelf crashing down. Now I see why me lending a hand here would be useful. That incompetent, crippled... Oh, why am I mean today?
This is just abusive contact.
Don't worry, at one point I'll stop, like, restraining myself, so I'll just, like, say something horrible, and I'll be like, you know what, I've, like...
Come on, let me do that. You can't jump high enough, and I don't want you to hurt yourself trying. Also, I'm like twice your height.
You are not!
You're a fucking goblin! You are a short midget! She turns around, flaring scorn, flushed cheeks and all.
Just kidding, just kidding. Anyways, I'll look up there, okay?
She glares at me one more time, but I can't come up with a retort with a grudging humph. Turns her back to me. So I began scrounging around the top shelf for paint while I don't actually know what the fuck I'm, grabbing. I shake my head a little after double checking to ensure she can't see me do so, because seriously, I still have no clue what the fuck I'm grabbing. Emmy having a complete complex about her height was a surprise. I would have joked about it I wouldn't have joked about it otherwise. She seems easygoing, but I guess everyone has their weak spots. That short fucking midget.
She got even more self-conscious about it when she lost her legs.
She asked if she could have legs that could make her taller, but I was like, no, that's you'll get really clumsy and you can't do that. You won't be able to run with those. And she said she didn't care, but they refused to give her any longer legs.
Don't worry, as long as she puts her best foot forward, it'll be fine.
Exactly. Actually, now thinking about it, she probably just had freakishly long legs, and that's why they were cut off of her to begin with. Her parents were like, those legs, they're the legs of a giraffe. We must cut them off.
That reminds me of all those Evil Duran quotes I have to show you later.
Oh boy, Evil Duran quotes? So every single anime protagonist or antagonist with white... In fact, anyone with white hair, an alchemist, or reads books. Oh god, there's gonna be too many. I think we shouldn't do that, Justin. Only after we almost had all those items collected and spread out on a desk, like a treasure hunter spoils, I do realize that it wasn't necessary for the height gem that got her riled up. She might have not liked to be told that she can't do something like jump, but Emmy herself seems to have forgotten all about it already. Quick to anger, quick to forget. She's that kind of person. That kind of person. At least she doesn't seem to have taken anything to heart, as she chatters away happily while we pick up the rest of the items. Obviously, I'm not listening to her if we say chatters away. We go back to Rin. I chivalrously carry the bulk of the materials as we make our way towards the dormitories.
Even though she can probably lift more than us.
Yeah, he sounds not that strong.
Rin is really stressed about getting her painting done. It's her own fault, though. She should have started earlier.
Is she going to make it?
No idea. It looks good to me, but with Rin, you never know what's going on. I found her this morning lying in front of the dorm in fetal position. She hadn't slept all night. And I can't believe that the night nurses hadn't found her. And now she's painting again like crazy.
Yeah. I've noticed that she comes off as kind of unhinged, so to speak.
I mean, I don't know what to say about it. Emmy giggles at that, as well at my likely too obvious awkwardness.
I don't mind it. She's just a little weird sometimes.
He says spirit animal's an awkward panda. On that I can agree with her. Unlike me, Emmy seems to be cool with Rin, whatever it is that feels so off about her. Still, they don't feel close like Misha and Shizune do, with them working as a single entity sometimes. It's hard to say where one ends and the other begins. Join the Borg Collective. Can they become the Borg? Can they just assimilate everybody? I want that ending to be the ending we get. Even though they are so different, just like Emmy and Rim are. And Rin, the most different of all of them. Different from anyone else I've ever met.
Yeah, I guess she is a very unique person.
She'd probably stab you if she had the arms to do so. I return to that word again, as if encompassing Rin's personality by itself, but really it's just a substitute for a lengthy description of her oddities.
Don't you know where... She wouldn't stab us, we're just giving her a hand.
Yeah! Oh boy. Emmy giggles as I grasp about Rin's figure. That was forced. I'm sorry. I apologize to everything and everyone. Emmy giggles as I grasp about for a properly descriptive word.
Hey, she's just weird. You know, earlier she spent half an hour sitting on her box and stared at her toes.
She's like a cat. I like her now. She giggles again in the way that makes me think she doesn't know what's funny about it. It just is.
All the time.
I might be crazy.
I'm going to make her seem less appealing, so you come for me.
I don't know. Apparently I'm a freak of nature because that's fucking appealing. Like, dude, that's cool. I don't know what you're into, but whatever. Good on you for being unique. The working area is a mess, but the mural itself is taking over even more of the wall since I last saw it. The disfigured human figures have been mostly colored in tones of red, pink, and orange. Weird imagery. Things population in the spaces. It looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, it looks nice. But honestly, I mean, it's a freak of nature. But it looks nice. I mean, there's progress. But it looks nice, Ren. Good job. You have done a good... It looks nice.
Don't just say it looks nice and hit the space button.
There's a bunch of art supplies and empty soda bottles. Rin herself is the center of this chaos, standing there looking very cozy as if she was in her natural habitat. Her paint legs have been rolled up so her knees, exposing her thin legs, which sport dying spectrum of war paintings, similar to those on Emmy's face. Why the fuck has Emmy been rolling around her face and...
I don't know.
Emmy sprints up of me and gleefully jumps in front of Rin.
I'm back!
That was fast. Did you run in the corridors again?
Izo, help me!
Emmy points victoriously at me. Rin turns around, following Emmy's finger with her eyes, looking at my general direction. She nods abundantly at me. She looks like she hasn't slept since that last night. A vacant, glazed stare that focuses slightly off me, and movements like in a slow-motion movie.
Hello, Izo. Thank you for your help. Don't mention it. I just did. Oh, never mind. Looks like you've made progress. Looking good as far as I can tell. But now you get more bad luck. I know, but I'm willing to take that risk. That's a very nice thing to say. For me, of course, not for you. And then the game breaks.
Fixed it!
This is why artists are always unlucky. They have to constantly look at their unfinished paintings. So artists can't find romance, their favorite TV shows are cancelled, or they die young because of unspecified disease. It's a deep and mysterious law of the universe. Unless they are blind.
That's deep.
That is deep.
That's deep.
Unless they are blind.
She considers this for a while, looking like she's gonna fall asleep.
There is a boy.
Dude, I've heard this story. It's great.
At the art club, you see, blind boy, so he doesn't see. You already told me.
I glance sideways at Emmy as she glances back in her way that tells me she has heard this one before too. Neither of us saw anything to Ren, though, so she continues her monotone soliloquy, like a unfunny stand-up comedian.
He should become an artist. No bad luck guaranteed. Don't you think that would be a good idea? That's only blind people should become artists? No, not as such. You might have a point.
Abandoning the train of thought, she turns again to consider her work as and starts humming the tune that I think I recognize, but I can't remember the name of. Emmy ranges
Heavy death metal.
It's time to destroy! Destroy!
Emmy arranges the supplies we brought and moves a few paint cans around, trying to bring some organization to the scene.
Emmy, I need the Persian blue paint.
Which one's Persian blue?
She's staring helplessly at the 7 or 8 cans, each with different tones of blue.
Is the one with Persian blue paint in it.
Geez, Rin, you're not helping at all.
I look around as well, even though I don't know what Persian blue looks like. Either I wonder what blue has to do with Persia, or what Persia even is. You Prussia?
Oh, Prussia. Oh, not Persia.
Oh, wow. Persia even is. I mean, what is Persia? I mean, Prussia, I know what it is. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it. It's like when I had my heart condition, I banged my head really hard, and now my brain doesn't work as well as it used to.
No, that's just us.
Well, none of the blues are Persian, the Persian, legible enough. What the fuck is Persian? You're drunk.
No, you're drunk. There's no Russian blue here.
We need to go get more then.
I opened my mouth to say that actually, we're not both needed for such a simple task, like finding another pot of Persian blue, but Emmy's already grabbed my arm and started dragging me off. I wave to Rin, who doesn't seem to notice that the two of us are even leaving. As we call it here again at the fucking screen of people.
Alright, it looks like nothing happened.
Yep, nothing even happened. We didn't even walk. I mean, we might as well cut out this episode. We start where we begin. So, remember, kids.
What the hell did I tell you?
We do not exist.
Time for living.
Bunny. I think it's time we take a break. Like 10-minute intermission, because I think we're fucking starting to...
10-minute interbration.
10-minute intermission. Why? Because I'm hungry.